I was going to wait until the end of the summer to get on with the job of finishing the other 5 guild kits and making 270 card selections for each one. But one of my loyal subscribers recommended, hey, why don't you do them now? And I thought, yeah, that's a good idea.
And he did it.
Yeah, I think I need to do that now, because if I don't, I don't know, things happen, and then before you know it, I only did the first 5 and the other 5 are a little different, something like that. So I did all of them. What I did is that I built them as I did all the other ones. Roughly 270 cards, plus or minus 1 or 2. I'll clean up the exact count at some point, but it doesn't really matter. For now, I'm going to build a commander deck out of them. Similar, I'm going to try to go similar power level for all of them. So all those boxes that I just showed, each one has the same format. It's a box to the guild, and it's got a really wide selection in that color pair. And then I built a commander deck out of each one, just for fun. Okay, so there's my beautiful blue whale that my son gave me for Father's Day, and that's the deck, and I'll just go through it. Let me see if I can get this lined up a little better. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, and these are, as always, mana ordered creatures, sorceries, instants, planeswalkers, enchantments, artifacts. Right. So I've profited big time in these selections from buying all 10 guild kits, which I recommend to anybody interested in the whole Ravnica Guild fun squad. All right, so Zegana is the commander, I think, for this deck. Although I could change my mind. I have a bunch of commanders in each one of the decks. It's a 4-drop. And it's all about counters, and at 6 it gets a bunch of counters if it hasn't got any counters yet. It's alright. So I'm going to try to go populate. Thankfully, populate was in war, and of course populate is going to be one of the new commander decks that for which the commanders have just been previewed, and definitely that's the deck that I'm going to get. But I may get a second one, I'm not sure. So this is an evolved critter from Gatecrash. Great card. These decks are homebrews, home rules, and so I'm putting in here cards that I'm sure are banned in almost every format. Why not? Ponder's one of them. It's a great card. Same with Preordain. Then the other evolved card. It's really good card. One of my favorite enchantments. It's very low costing. It only gives you 1 additional counter. It's not like the heavier ones that give you double your counters, but I think it's really good. I remember when it came out in cons, and I was like, wow, I'm all over that card. I really want it. Yeah, great card that I pulled. Then there's some participation cards, just cards that I want in here in each one of the decks, just because it's an introduction to the guild theme, and it's just fun. None of these cards are any good. I think all the double cards that have ever been designed, there may be 1 or 2 that have made it into a competitive deck here and there, but there's always a better card in that slot. But I'm putting it in. Every one of the commander decks has 1 signet. Luckily, the guild kits came with 2 each, so I still have a spare one. And I also have a few from a Ravnica 1 selection that I have that I've shown on this channel. It's not complete. Those signets are not complete. So another critter puts a counter or proliferates. If I said populate, I meant proliferate. Populate is for tokens, and so that's not what this deck is about. It's not a token deck. Just like Zegana, it's got a heavy, drop a bunch of counters, and it's a mana dork at 2. Yeah, it's really good. A great common to drop tokens on everything has to be here. An enchantment. It's going to help you put a bunch of counters. And that's really important because when you are ready to proliferate, you want to be able to have as many cards with counters on them already. Yeah, that's good. I never really played this guy when he was in standard. Maybe I missed out on him. So he's in here. From the Guild Kit, needs no introduction. Great card. Yeah. Guild Mage from Ravnica 3. And very similar to the one from Gate Crash. It's nice to put them side by side. From War. War's got a bunch of really good cards. They just seem to fit very well. Something that Dragon's Maze did not do. So really, fortunately, Wizards, I think, learned from the mistakes that were made during Dragon's Maze, and the third set in the block for this Ravnica 3 really kicks butt. And it's got to proliferate late game. Nice card draw. A nice little tutor effect that always helps in a commander deck since the decks are big, lots of cards. I've been piloting this card because I'm making some brawl selections online. Really nice card. Like it a lot. I especially like the -2. And I'll just put it in there for you guys to read it. Yeah, you exile something temporarily and you can play it later. Fantastic artifact from Kaladesh block. It just draws you like crazy. I think the best card in Born of the Gods, in my opinion. I mean, when I think of Born of the Gods, I think terrible set and this card. Fantastic flash card from Theros. Scry 1 from Theros. Counterspell. Very casual. Flyer. Yeah. Casual mana dork. You can add one.
Why are there crumbs and hair all over the screen?
Oh man, we gotta clean that screen then. Another flyer.
And I have a very strong suspicion that it was you.
Oh, sorry. What screen are you talking about?
On the computer.
Oh, I'm sure that was me. Yeah.
It was covered with crumbs and hair.
Yeah, I'll clean it. It's got a staple of natural ice. That's very nice. Another mana dork. This card is fantastic, man. I've been piloting it just for fun. I've got a deck with it on my blog that it's linked to this channel. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but this is a really nice trick. It's got a nice trick. Really nice. Or maybe I will. Yeah, either way you get something good. You either get a land or you get something that you put in your hand. Draws you cards, effectively. Another counter enabler. This time from Exelon. Luckily, it's not tied to Merfolk. Draws you cards. What else can I say? Counter spell. Beautiful artwork from Ravnica 1. It's got the Guild Kid Simic. Going really slow. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to finish in the 15 minutes, but I'm going to try. I don't want to make this into a 2 video. Participation card from Dragon's Maze. Participation card from Amonkhet or Almond Cat.
Almond Cat.
Almond Cat. This card is fantastic.
Oh, my cat.
Because you've already tapped some land. I mean, it's going to be a land, but it's target permanent. It can be anything. Then you untap it. Yeah, that really helped when I was piloting it yesterday. I loved Vorel, but it's a casual card. It's not. Yeah, I think it can be really good in this deck. Yeah, it's a great card. But it wasn't that great when I was trying it out in Standard, when it was in Standard. Draws you cards all the time. You're in a Commander deck. Every card is different. This cycle is, there's one, I put the entire cycle in all 10 decks. Love it. They're all very good. All very good. Yeah, it's got flashing. You can do a counter spell. This card is fantastic also in combination with Biomancer. Yeah, gets big. And this will get everything big, really big. Great card. Yeah, once on the board, just everything gets really big. Nice flyer from the cycle of 2-color cards from M19. Just, you're putting counters on stuff, man. That's what you're doing in this deck. Just going crazy with counters. And then sometimes the counters help you do something else. That is, sometimes the card has an added bonus from the fact that you put a counter on it. That's what I meant. A counter spell gives you mana. Why not? Yeah, cast something without paying its mana cost. That's always wonderful. Another untapper, Kiora from Battle for Zendikar. Pulled it during the road trip.
Battle for Send the Car.
Send the car. Yeah. Sack something that's no longer useful. Search for something else. This is another great Planeswalker. Now I got to make sure I did not repeat Planeswalkers, because I have done that before. But I don't think I did. I'm just going to compare them just to make sure that I did not repeat Planeswalkers. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. One is Vivian, the other one's Nissa. That's right. Yeah. War is just full of good stuff. I've used the +1 a lot. I've been piloting it online. Nice big Hydra. Hydras get big with counters. Oh, excuse me. Trampler, counters. From Battle for Zendikar, but reprinted in the Guild Kit. Play an additional land. A lot of things are going to stay on the board. This card's going to be pretty useful. I wish this card had been more useful, but it's a 5/3/3. It's a little heavy. I mean, the Claws is fantastic. It's just a card drawing engine. It just comes in a little too late. Another legendary creature from the Guild Kit. Of course, you can make copies of gigantic things. Very good. Another legendary from the Guild Kit. I kept it. Beautiful Claws. A little too late, but not so much in Commander. Sagana. Not the one that we're using for as a Commander. I did check that to make sure I did get a different one. So, yeah, this is the Gatecrash Sagana. Did pull a Primeval Titan on one of the many times that every now and then I go out and just crack a few M12 packs just for fun, and I did. I have a complete set from a redemption somewhere in a book. For M19, go dig for stuff. Draw a card for each creature you control. That's very nice. And a gigantic Hydra. Great pull, another great pull. And then Uncase the Menagerie. And I'll stop right there.